Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
Alright.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews. I've not got the board because I've put it away somewhere. But today we have the next 2 bottles of Monster Hydrosport.
Yep.
I said the next 2 because we've already looked at one.
Yeah, we have. We've done one video on one of them, and now we're doing one video on 2 of them, and there's
Because at the
3
time
altogether.
we only had the green one.
We did.
And then it has been a while since we've last filmed. That's probably my fault, being in work.
Yeah, you might not have noticed that it's been a while since we've done a video, because the way I try and alternate the uploads and the way we do a few on one day and then have them to upload over the next few weeks, but it has been a while. But it's probably been about a month.
Yeah, it was the bombed out church video.
Yeah, that's the last one we did together, was that one.
Yeah, so
yeah.
But, back in black with some new stuff to show you.
Yep. We got the Hydrosport Hang Time, which is the blue one.
Yep, and Hydrosport Charge, which is the orange one.
We'll get a thumbnail. We rehearsed this.
Have you made me hold the orange one on purpose?
Oh no, I didn't even think of that. Honestly, I just thought I'm probably going to like the blue one, so I'll hold the blue one.
Yeah. So,
well, there's a bit of sediment in the bottom of here. I'd recommend shaking.
Yeah, I have done a bit, man. So I think the last 2 bottles the Striker we did, it wasn't price marked, and I think it was £1.79. But now these 2 bottles are price marked at £1.49.
Yeah, so it's a lot like the rain in that regard that Monster released. I mean, we mentioned in the last video how the bottle design, the layout with the 200 milligrams of caffeine and BCAA and blah 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 is very similar.
It's almost identical to Rain.
Yeah, it's the same logos as the Rain there, but it's the Rain came out and it was £2 anywhere you were lucky enough to find it, and then they released price mark cans at $1.49, so that's what they've done here. It was generally about £2 anywhere you'd find it, and now it's price marks at $1.49, which is good. I mean, it's the same price as Rain, and it's sugar free, and has the same amount of caffeine.
And for a 650ml drink,
yes,
that's good.
Yeah, there's got a bit more drink.
Not many drinks on the market that are like 650ml and only £1.49.
Well, there was the Pepsi Max that they did in 600ml bottles.
Yeah.
And they were about £1, but it was also Pepsi.
That's great.
So
yeah.
It doesn't have as much caffeine. It's not an energy drink. It's Pepsi.
No.
But even having said that, I've not seen them in a while. Do they even still do those?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they reined it back in. It was quiet. It was a quiet of a rein back in, but back to a 500ml. But there you go. So bottles are the same kind of design as the Striker. Obviously, one's orange, one's blue. And instead of a footballer on the orange one, we have a rugby player. Hence why it's called Charge.
Mhm. And we've got basketball player on Hang Time. I think I said that in the last video the orange one was basketball, but I was probably just thinking that because basketballs are orange, so that would have made more sense to me.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Which one do you want to start with?
Whichever. Hang on. Left or right?
Left.
Orange.
Okay.
We're bringing.
Yeah, so I didn't notice on the green one, but I've noticed on these they got a bit of sediment in. I mean, they've probably been sitting in the fridge for longer than the green one did, but it's worth noting and shaking it up. Obviously, you wouldn't normally do that with a can of energy drink, but these are not carbonated, so you can shake them up.
So I got these from I think it was a Best One of them news agents called Best One.
Oh, okay.
In St Helens. It was the same place that I got the green ones from.
Okay, cool.
So like Striker, the colour kind of matches the bottle. Oh, it's a bit... what's the word? Bit like almost like faded in colour.
Yeah, it's a bit pale.
That's the one, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's. I mean, we knew what colour it'd be because we can see the bottom of it. But we probably didn't show you that. This smells like the old orange coloured Hydrosport. I think that was called Tropical something.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It does smell a bit like tropical, maybe a bit orangey in places, but
yeah,
mainly
it doesn't
like
smell
tropical. It reminds me of the Tropical Sneak can.
Yeah. Yeah, it smells a bit weak. The green one didn't smell so weak.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not excited about this anymore because the old tropical orange coloured Monster Hydro was not good.
Right, well, get it down, yeah? Cheers.
Cheers. No, that's all right.
Yeah, that tastes all right, that. Also, on the Striker, we found that we could taste like the BCAAs in the background, where I don't get that with this.
Well, I found I could taste the electrolytes more than the BCAAs.
Maybe that's what I'm on about.
Was it like a salty sort of taste?
Yeah,
that's the electrolytes.
Ah, right, okay. But I get it less with this. The Striker, definitely could tell they were there. With this, less so.
Yeah, with the Striker though, with it being a lime flavour, the sort of electrolyte taste sort of complemented it because it tasted like a margarita or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
some people wouldn't like that, and it wouldn't be my first choice either.
No. But
and do you know what? I've been in that shop a few times because it's the closest shop to me when Adam shuts if I'm doing a later shift. So I've got to go somewhere else for drinks.
Yeah.
And they've been looking at me on the shelf. Every time I go in, I was like, I can't have one of them yet because I've not done the video with Sean.
That's very unlike you, John, exercising patience.
It is. Otherwise, I wouldn't care one bit.
But no, it smells fresh. I just couldn't get past that mental block of it smelling like the old one. But the old one did not taste clean. This tastes clean.
Yeah.
Which is good. But the old one also wasn't sugar-free. It was like a glucose-powered sort of thing. This one tastes nice and clean. Yeah. So in that regard,
it almost tastes right. It always tastes similar to like the orange cordials your mum and dad might have bought when you were a kid. Like
it does.
And yet
that
never
sounds
tasted
really bad.
That good. But this is what it should have tasted like all them years. You know, if my mum and dad could get the right strength.
Yeah.
Instead of just
I mean,
it was after But no, I really like that. I would. That's gone first place. Striker's now second.
Yeah, I prefer the Striker, but you're talking about the squash. Do you remember those little cups that you'd get? When you had a straw and you pierced the lid.
Or if you were cool, you'd turn it upside down and bite a hole in the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I wasn't cool. But
oh no.
Yeah, I don't remember ever shotgunning a juice carton. but yeah, it tastes like the orange.
From the get-go.
It tastes like the orange one of those.
Yeah.
And that sounds really bad because those are cheap and horrible tasting. But
as a kid, they taste good.
Yeah,
and that's what you want from a refreshing, like hydro or water-based beverage.
Yeah, like it doesn't exactly taste natural, but then you don't buy something with that M on it for it to taste natural, do you? That's not why you're picking it up.
I do.
Okay.
No, I'm really impressed with that. I like that.
I like that. I do think you can taste the electrolytes. I know John says it's less notes.
Nowhere near the Striker if you can.
I don't think there's much in it. It seems to come across to me pretty similar. So
weird.
Yeah, definitely let us know what you think if you've had them both. If you think any of them taste particularly salty. Yeah, hang time. So it's cloudy white sort of colour. It's the same sort of colour as Monster Ultra. maybe a bit bluish, but to me that looks just white like a Monster Ultra.
Yeah, Monster Ultra White, that.
Does that smell of anything to you?
I think I can smell electrolytes.
That doesn't smell of anything to me. The bottle smells a bit funky.
Right. Let's try this.
Let's try this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a really peculiar flavour. There isn't much of it.
It tastes like it's gone off or something.
These can't go off, surely. What's the date on these?
Date on mine's 2021.
Yes, February 2021. See, because I always want, because electrolytes are such a funky taste. I did, when I had the Striker, I wondered if it had gone off, but obviously it wouldn't have, because it was like a new bottle, and it's it had only been released like a couple of weeks, and all the bottles have like a year BB on them, don't they? So.
That to me tastes foul. The taste reminds me of when I've had glutamine in the past. You sort of got that strange sort of taste. It tastes kind of like hair. Like it's a really sort of keratin sort of taste to it. But looking at the amino acids in this, it's 0.07%. So, what's that? 70 milligrams per 100 mil. You're not going to taste them.
No.
You're not going to taste them unless there's like a gram per 100 mil.
The only problem with these FaceTime videos is that we're not together, and then we've got two separate bottles.
Yeah.
Because it could be how we've stored them. Because, like I say, it has probably been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I've had mine in a cupboard, a dark cupboard, and then in the fridge on the side for the last day or two.
I've had mine in the fridge since you give it me.
Okay, so
it shouldn't have.
No, it should have. But then it's like, it's weird that you think that tastes awful and I don't. But then the Strike one, it's completely reversed. Like mine tasted like so salty.
Yeah, honestly, that tastes absolutely vile.
Weird. Do you feel like you're chewing on like the electrolytes almost? Because that's how I found with the Striker.
Possibly. But I'm going to have to get another bottle of this and try it and update the video. If the other bottle's the same as this, then obviously I just really don't like it. But I can't help but feel like this bottle is off. I mean, actually, looking at it, I've shook it up and there's bits floating in it.
See, I've not got that with either of mine.
There we go. There you can see.
You did shake that one, didn't you?
I shook them both, yeah. You can see those strands in there. Can you see that?
It's a bit bright, your lights. But it doesn't look like that on mine, does it? You can see mine there.
Yeah, yours is completely clear. Hopefully you can see those strands floating in that.
Take some pictures. You might be able to post the pictures easier.
Yeah, if it's not clear.
No, I meant after the video or whatever, but...
Well, I'll take them now while I can see them.
Well, that is odd.
Yeah, I honestly think that's gone off.
I And like I said, both bottles are the same. I got the bottles all on the same day.
Oh, I'm not doubting you.
No, I'm saying we got the bottles on the same day. It's not like we got one, couldn't do a video because of something, then we've got another one. Like sometimes we've done. We got both bottles on the same day, or I did, and then I give you one a couple of days later, so...
Yeah, I'm not drinking the rest of that. That's something solid in there.
Well, you were complaining about sediment, and I didn't seem to have any. Excuse me, sorry.
Okay, so it's not a solid string when I've taken it out, but there's some goop there.
Well, thank God it's not like a worm.
Yes, that's a solid piece on my finger.
How does your orange one look? Because your orange one didn't look bad, did it?
No. I don't know, it looks like a bit of tissue or something in it.
I can't remember if we showed the cameras, but I'll show both of mine because...
There you go, there's a... Yeah, that's like a solid piece on the edge of the glass there. It's like a piece of tissue or something. Well, that's vile. That's, probably just some manufacturing error or something. But I hope that doesn't make me ill.
Or like someone's blown the nose or something. Bits of the tissue.
I just mean if it tastes foul like that, then it might make me ill. For whatever. But yeah,
maybe you could email Monster or something, and you know, because you've got it on video that you splitting the bottle open. So
yeah, I mean that. I'll put this in the fridge. You can smell it when I next see you.
Brill.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry about that, mate.
No, it's not your fault. I think there's something up with that bottle. I'm going to get another one and see what it's like.
I might do the same with a striker then, because I don't have very fond memories of the first striker. But you know what I'm like. I just guzzle it and happy days.
Yeah.
You know. Mine actually isn't that bad. No, it's not bad. Sorry, it isn't that bad. It isn't bad.
What's the flavour like?
It's like a really weak lemon taste.
Okay.
Does remind me of Hydrosport, White Ultra.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not the flavour isn't. They've not put as much flavouring in, and it's not carbonated, so it gives it a different taste. But no, overall it's good. Like I think I would definitely be picking these up to get these two up again, as and when I go into that shop and I want some caffeine. If I'm on late shifts now for the rest of the week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm in 4 till 11 every day. And then my lunches are going to be like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. I'll probably pick one of these up to get me through the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So, plus it's more hydrating or whatever. It's water-based instead of just whatever, but... Yeah, well, I feel like it's a bit of a bum note to end on, mate, because you... But...
Well, I'm going to go to the shop tonight when I finish work.
Okay.
So I'm working from home, it's my lunchtime. So I know that the shop by me has started selling this.
Right.
But I'd not said anything because you'd already got it and given it to me by that point. And, you know, we were just going to do the video when we were going to do the video. So I'll get a bottle from there and
just film it yourself and add it on at the end.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That. Yeah, okay. I'll
so
do
what,
that
it's
then.
like, it's coming up to, just coming up to 12:30.
Oh, is it?
12:28. So we've got to wrap it up anyway because you've got a meeting soon after this.
Yeah.
So Sean will go to Sean will go to the shop later and buy another bottle and just tag his views on the end. But yeah,
and
I think
email Monster about this because that's
with pictures and stuff, and even the video evidence that you cracked it open. So I thought,
I'll.
Which is a real shame because this is stuff we were looking forward to a lot.
Yeah,
it's not like it's not like getting it, but I don't know.
I'll wait until after I've got the other bottle before I do that, just in case it does actually just taste foul to me, in case there is something in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So on that note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope we can get back together soon and do more food videos.
Yeah, definitely.
But on that note, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers. Hello everyone. I've finished work. My girlfriend's gone to the shop for me and picked this up. So there is still a bit of sediment in the bottom of this bottle, but hopefully that's nothing to be alarmed about. Just shake it up. I've got another glass, not washed the old one yet. That one smells alright. The other one, when you smelt it from the bottle, didn't smell very pleasant at all. There's nothing floating in there. All looks good. Sorry, I'm going to be cutting this half of the thing off just to save me moving the lights and everything, because this shouldn't take long. Yeah, it tastes fine. It's got a clean flavour. It's a bit sour, especially compared to the orange one, but maybe not as sour as the green one, which tasted mostly of lime. It's nice and fresh, like John said. It's a subtle sort of citrus taste. That's pretty nice. Yeah, don't know what was wrong with the other bottle. Hopefully we can find some answers. I mean, I did tag Monster in a tweet earlier, but I doubt they'll respond. I'm going to probably email them and ask them, because I've got the photo of the bits floating in it. Yeah, got the photo of the bits floating in it, and obviously the video of me opening it. It's not like I don't know. I don't know what people are going to think. I don't know what to think. I'm a bit wary going forward of trying these things. Nothing like that's happened to me before. It might have just been a bad bottle. The batch code and everything on it was the same as the bottle that John got, so it's not like it could have been a bad batch. Maybe there was just a problem with the sealing, or something got into the line, or something. I don't think it had been tampered with. It wasn't already open when I opened it. We don't have any answers. Don't know what it is. All I know is there were bits in it, and it tasted horrible, and it smelt. Oddly enough, from the glass, it didn't smell too bad, but from the bottle, it smelled absolutely foul. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? I'd say it might just be stuff that hasn't dissolved properly, but then when I extracted it with the tweezers, it didn't come apart in my fingers. It didn't feel like it was something soluble. Which obviously a bit sediment, you shake it up and it's gone. There's nothing like that in this one. I'll pour out some more. I got this glass specifically because it's not a cut crystal glass or anything. You should be able to see pretty clearly. Can't see anything floating in that. There's a couple of marks, but I think that's just watermarks from the glass. I've got a couple of little dots in my eyes from these bright lights, but yeah, who knows? I don't. If you've had any similar experiences, let us know. If Monster say anything on Twitter before we upload the video, I'll let you know. I don't know. I'm stumped. We said in a few videos before, you know, it just really bothers me when I can't work something out, when we don't have answers. That's where we are. I would otherwise, if not for that experience, I'd wholeheartedly recommend these drinks. This tastes delicious. It's sugar free. It's smooth. It's suffers a little bit from the thing with the Lucozade Sport, where, you know, it feels almost a little bit dehydrating. You know, with that Lucozade Sport, the flavour's too much, but this is nowhere near as bad as that. But it suffers a little bit from a similar thing, I would say, but it's nowhere near as bad, and it doesn't suffer from the old hydro thing of it being sugary and sticky and feeling cloying. It's nice, it's clean, it's fresh, it's light. I like it a lot. Whether I will ever buy it again, only time will tell. We'll see how this issue with the other bottle gets resolved. But I had to obviously buy it once more to just as a sanity check, you know, because it could have been the case that there was something in there that I just really did not like. But that wouldn't explain why there was solid bits floating in it. But anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Yeah, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Cheers.